From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Monday, September 21st, 2015. Silver is trading at $15.14 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,133 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $229. Antiwar.com reports Syrian rebels attacked the government-held neighborhood of Al-Midan in the city of Aleppo on Sunday, shelling a residential area and killing at least 14 civilians. According to the Syrian Observatory for Human Rights, half of the slain were children. There were no indications that the shelling resulted in any military casualties or indeed accomplished any tangible military goal. This is not unusual for Aleppo, however, as the city has been in disputed control for years and saw several incidents of civilian killings this week alone, leaving over 100 civilians dead and no territory changed hands. The Syrian military and various rebels have been carrying out tit-for-tat attacks all around Aleppo, adding to the enormous civilian toll of the war, and particularly the toll of civilians of Aleppo itself, which before the war was Syria's industrial and financial capital. When rebels attacked Aleppo way back when, both sides predicted a quick victory and believed winning Aleppo would be decisive in winning the war. The former prediction did not bear out, and at this point, if one side or another does end up in control of the city, they're only in control of the rubble of a formerly important city. Are you an advocate for free market money? Do you promote Bitcoin as an alternative in a fiat-centric world? Then you need Spend-A-Bit in your arsenal, the search engine for things you can buy with Bitcoin. Spend-A-Bit aggregates millions of products from thousands of Bitcoin-enabled merchants. Keep your money in the free economy. Visit spendabit.co today. Bitcoin merchants, ask about our merchant suite to reach even more customers. Spendabit.co. UPI reports Greece's left-wing Syriza party was victorious in snap elections Sunday, according to the Interior Ministry data. With less than one-third of the votes counted, the party of former Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras came out on top with 35% compared to New Democracy's 28%. Without an absolute majority, however, Syriza will have to form a government with allies and other parties. The BBC quoted New Democracy leader Vangelis Mimirakis as saying, "The electoral results appear to be concluding that Syriza and Mr. Tsipras in the lead. I congratulate him and urge him to create the government which is needed." Tsipras resigned last month and his party split after he signed with Greece's creditors a bailout agreement that featured tax hikes and spending cuts rejected by 60% of Greeks, despite his pledge to the contrary in January. The move, which Tsipras characterized as choosing his country over his party, ended Syriza's ruling majority and prompted Sunday's elections. For over 35 years, Robertson Roberts has been a trusted source for buying and selling your investment-grade precious metals. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and permanently removed the minimum purchase order for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Robertson Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on investing and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 850-478-5270 or online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports more than 1,000 people who were forced to evacuate from areas of Northern California affected by deadly wildfires were allowed to return home on Sunday, a day after a new fire broke out further south, killing one person. Lynette Round, spokeswoman of CAL FIRE, said the unidentified person died in the so-called Tasahara fire, which also prompted mandatory evacuations in Monterey County. The new blaze, which covers about 1,200 acres, is roughly 10% contained and has damaged 10 homes since it flared on Saturday. Authorities had earlier said they would allow residents to go back to Hidden Valley Lake, one of the largest areas ravaged by the so-called Valley Fire since it began a week ago. On Saturday, officials allowed more than 1,300 people to return to nearby Middletown. Firefighters made progress over the weekend battling the two major wildfires that had killed 5 people and destroyed more than 1,400 homes in recent weeks. The blazes highlight the severity and drought-stricken California of an intense wildfire season that in the coming weeks could become one of the state's fiercest on record. The Valley Fire, which is north of the wine-producing region of Napa Valley, has burned 75,000 acres and is now 53% contained. It has taken 3 lives and destroyed over 1,300 homes and outbuildings. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.